Gamers, welcome back to another video. We got another update to the Lucky Tiles event, and you know what else? We got a couple of brand new huges that we can get in this event that actually are fairly easy to get in the form of the brand new Rave Jaguar, which I gotta admit is actually pretty legit, and of course, the new Rave Butterfly. Now, if you guys had to pick, are you a fan of the Jaguar more, or are you a fan of the Butterfly more? Me personally, I think the Jaguar is pretty sweet because we just don't have that many Jaguars in this game. Also got Rave tickets added to this event. We're gonna talk about that here in just a little bit as well. So before we head into this Lucky Tiles event and I show you guys how to get as many of those huges as humanly possible, we got to talk about a couple of other things as well. But wait, Red, aren't you forgetting something? No, I don't think so. And plus, what are you doing here? The brand new Forever Pack, silly. Dude, look at this, look at this. Let's just pull this up real quick. I actually stopped at 1,700 Robux on this Forever Pack because the rest of this is absolutely trash. Oh, come on, it's just a few Robux. Just come on, go ahead and spend it. And plus, what's even funnier is that you are actually promoting your merch from your website that's a $250 Titanic right here on top of the Forever Pack. So you know what? No. Are you really gonna let just a couple of Robux keep you from possibly getting that awesome new Titanic? Bro, I'm pretty sure I spent like close to 3,000 Robux already, and 1,700 Robux is not just a couple of Robux, okay? But think about it, Red, the more money you spend in that Forever Pack, you might be able to get like a rainbow version of that Titanic if you just spend enough. There you go again, dude. The Titanic, really? We're gonna talk about that? Okay, there are 62 of those that have been hatched ever since this thing came out like 2 weeks ago. So I'm pretty sure my chances of getting a Titanic in this pack are next to nothing. So nice try. Come on, have I ever steered you wrong before? Yes, like literally every single time I spend money on this Forever Pack, you have steered me wrong. Anyways, gamers, let's go ahead and close out of this Forever Pack because I'm not spending another dollar on that thing because it is absolutely garbage. Now let's go ahead and head on into the event so I can help you guys on getting as many of those huge Jaguars as humanly possible. I will say, as far as visuals are concerned, they definitely did some cooking with this update because everything looks very, very well done. I mean, obviously last week it did too, but I think they did some more cooking, making this thing look a lot better all around. So aesthetically, I gotta say that this update looks really, really clean, especially these speakers. I'm kind of a big fan of this. And I'm sure there's a bunch of you going, Red, this event's not any different than it was last week. This is pretty much the identical event, except with a brand new huge pet. And you know what? You are partially right, but check this out. So this week, they added the brand new Rave Upgrades machine, and we'll get to that here in just a second. So the huge Rave Jaguar right now, after just a couple of hours of this event going on, has already got over 1,000 of these hatched. That is almost on par with the UV Kitsune that was all over the place when the update came out. These Rave gifts are down as well. They're already down to 215,000. You got the brand new Rave tickets, which we'll talk about in a second. And then of course you got these boosts. And that right there is where this event differs heavily than it did last week when these things first came out. So before we talk about these Rave upgrades and how they're gonna help you exponentially in this event, let's go ahead and head over to the trading plaza so I can explain something real quick. When you guys remember last week when it first came out, this thing actually increases your luck while standing on a tile by 100%. But look at this. It is down to 71,000 gems right now, which is like 20 times less expensive than this thing was when the update first came out. And there's already 1,000 of those Jaguars hatched right now. The Ultra Lucky Tile Boost is selling for 157,000. When the update came out last week, these were going for like 2-3 million, and now they're down to 157K. If you guys have these guys active, it boosts your tile by 500%, and that is absolutely broken. But the thing about this boost is it gets snatched up really, really quickly. So if you guys want to get a bunch of these for a cheap price, you guys are gonna have to act quick. And the cool thing about these boosts is people are pretty much selling these for wrap value. And don't get me wrong, 500% is definitely a lot better than 100%, but you can find these a heck of a lot easier than you can with those Ultra Boosts. So if you guys find these for 71K and they're dropping literally every single hour, you guys can make yourself a ton of profit real quick. Check out this dude, he's selling 5 of them for 50,000 gems. That is wild. An extra 100% chance to get yourself an event huge. That's actually a pretty good deal. I'm gonna grab those right now. Boom and boom. Here's another thing, gamers. These tickets are showing up in every single trading plaza you guys are going to be in. So we'll talk about this a little bit later, but these are so abundant right now. It is absolutely crazy. Now keep in mind, gamers, you are going to see this very often because there's a lot of people that are grabbing these boosts. But the best part is there's so many people getting them that they're constantly being added to the plaza. So you guys just got to keep on clicking the research button and I guarantee you guys will find them. There we go. We found another one for 50K. Let's go and pick that bad boy up. There we go. Now here's another thing I want to reiterate real fast. I have talked about this many times, but for some reason it just doesn't sink in for a lot of people. Check this out. I'm talking about the huge potion. This thing is going up in value again because it starts to do that every time there's a brand new huge pet that's being added to the game. But take a look at this real quick, everybody. Don't waste your money. This says it temporarily increases your active huge luck for 300%. Active huge pet, okay? If you guys don't know what an active huge pet is, this is called an active huge egg. Basically, the egg contains any pet that's an active huge pet right now. An active huge is basically just a pet that's inside the last egg in the game, which in this case, it's either 214 inside a hacker world, or of course, inside the disco area. So if you guys are trying to get yourself a bunch of these huge potions, thinking that it's gonna increase your luck to get that new Jaguar, it's not going to help you and you're just going to waste your money. So please, everybody, do not buy huge potions if you're trying to use it to get the active huge because you're just gonna be wasting money. Instead, spend your money on either the ultra lucky boost, the lucky tile boosts, or of course the rave upgrade tickets, which we're gonna talk about in just a second. I don't know why I have to keep on reiterating that every single week to save people money. That huge potion is a good potion, don't get me wrong, but it's not good for hatching the event huge pet. Only those active huge pets. Okay, now let's talk about this real quick. It's along the same lines of that huge potion, but if we go here and we scroll down just a little bit, you got a book here called a huge hunter. Now, they think the huge hunter is gonna increase those chances for those new event pets as well. But once again, just like the huge potion, this does not affect the Jaguar's chances. It doesn't. So don't even equip one of these inside of your guys' build because once again, it's an active huge pet % increase. Not an event huge pet. It's only been like 15 minutes or so, and there's already 1.2 thousand of these huge rave tigers that have been found so far. As far as goldens are concerned, there's been 351 of those that have been found, and as far as rainbows go, there's already 50 of those that have been found so far. So to answer your guys' question, is this pet super easy to get? The answer is actually yes. So as we make our way back to the event area, let me explain something real fast here. So obviously you're gonna stick your pets and they're gonna grind in here for quite some time. The other thing I think that's really cool about this area as well is that when you guys click on the opening of this egg, you can pretty much stand anywhere you want in the entire event area and your egg continues to hatch. You don't gotta really stay that close. You just you do have to stay inside the Lucky Tiles event for it to actually work, but it's actually not bad. And the other cool thing about this event too is they did add that rave butterfly to this egg. So you can get the active huge pet, the rave butterfly, and of course that huge rave jaguar as well. And not to mention you guys are getting that rave gift that is dropping all the time as well. So you guys also have a chance to get that troll still after last week. You have the global event gifts that are dropping, so you get a chance for that one, but you guys effectively have a chance to get 5 different huge pets in this event as long as you guys are just grinding in here. Here we go. Come on, give me something good. Give me something good. Huge pet? No, you want to. You know you want to. Come on. Huge. Do it. Do it. You gave me a potion. A potion. Okay. Anyway, let's head up to this old rave upgrade station. So this is probably the biggest bonus of this entire event, but check this out. You guys can now boost a lot of things by getting those rave tickets. And I've already got 68 of them, so not too terrible. But check this out. You guys can increase your huge chance if you guys spend 100 of those rave tickets. I wish they would give us a percentage right here, but you know what? This is Pet Sim and that's what they do. Down here it says you get extra ticket drops as well. If you guys spend more tickets here, you guys get more diamonds, which if you guys spend 50 tickets, you guys can do that. Double items chance, this is kind of cool. Next one down here is egg luck. This is kind of obvious. You probably want to do that, but not as super important if you guys are just going for that event huge. Extra damage is always a bonus if your guys' pets are not that good. Enchant upgrade, I mean, yes, these are okay. Potion upgrades are decent. Yes, this is good, but you guys want to spend your time here, spend your time on the ticket chance and then the huge chance if you guys are limited on the type of tickets you guys are actually getting. And I said this last week, but I'll just say it one more time in case you guys didn't see that video. I do like that they leave it at $499 until the player actually steps inside. And of course, everybody, let's talk about the loadout. In case you guys missed last week, it is going to be a very similar enchantment loadout than it was last week as well, but I'm going to go over it again just for those of you that missed it. The best part about the loadout for this particular area is it's actually pretty free to play because you don't don't need any of these epic enchantments. It's all about making your pets go as fast as possible and deal damage as quickly as possible. So first up, what I would say probably do, I really like these nightmare orbs. This is a little bit more on the spendy side, but it essentially is like having 2 additional pets on your team. So I like doing 2 nightmare orbs. That's just myself. If you don't have a super magnet, you can use the Magnet 3 book. It'll do just the same stuff. But since I do have it, I'll equip it right there. But like I said, you don't need to use it. Being inside the event area does not increase your damage. So criticals and tap power and strong pets and treasure hunter, all this stuff does not help you inside of the event area. And Pet Sim does it on purpose so that it's a very free-to-play friendly event. And you know what? I think that's okay. Next up, you guys can definitely use Angelic if you guys want to. It's a pretty decent enchantment because it drops down those lightnings. You could do same thing with Demonic, either one. Fruity is pretty cool because it gives you a 25% damage buff. So I do rock Fruity. Not my favorite book in the world, but it's not bad. You guys can pretty much forget about that if you've already equipped a couple of these Nightmare Orbs. So let's go ahead and scroll down even further here. So no, we're not equipping any of that stuff. This enchantment is great because it drops down explosives, being able to break multiple breakables at the same time. So this is kind of the MVP of the entire loadout. And then of course, we're gonna go ahead and equip Happy Pets because it makes your pets go a little bit faster. I like that a lot. And to round out this build for the last 2 books, we're gonna go and equip 2 Speed 5s because these things are only 73 gems and anybody can get their hands on these. And another thing that Pet Sim 99 did recently is actually kind of a big deal. Now check this out. These raid pets show like 885K right here. Some of these other ones like 49K. Obviously, we haven't been in the Ks for like months. All of our pets now are in the trillions. So these pets right here are the only pets that are going to be effective inside of this event area. This was technically one of my best pets before we come into this event. It shows 30 damage, meaning it's pointless to have this thing equipped. If I was to leave the event area, look at what that Devil Agony's damage actually is. So let's go ahead and pull that up one more time. We're going to go ahead and scroll down and look at this, everybody. That Devil Agony is at 15.2 trillion. And of course, these other raid pets are super good as well. This one's 17.1. But obviously, you guys can see that the raid pets are the only pets you guys should be using inside of that event area. So if you're not doing enough damage, gamers, that might be the reason. So double check that before you guys head in there. Now go get yourself a bunch of those Rave Jaguars and click this video right here if you guys would like some more help in Pet Sim 99. Other than that, guys, enjoy yourselves and I'll see you tomorrow.